Hi guys, it's Lara. Thank you so much for watching and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to continue with my series about how I went vegan. I'm sharing in this series my experience, and if I have any, then also a few tips for you guys. And today's episode is going to be about cosmetics and makeup. So I'm going to tell you how I switched to cruelty-free and vegan products. So if you want to know more about that, then please keep watching. The moment I have decided to go vegan, I knew that was a pretty big decision, and I knew this decision will have a huge impact on my entire life, not just on my diet. So I understood this will influence my choices whenever I will be purchasing new products. And we are talking today just about cosmetics and makeup, but it basically also applies to household cleaners and laundry detergents and shoe polishes and stuff like that. So the first thing for me was to go through the stuff that I already had at home in order to find out what was cruelty-free and vegan. I found out that I already had many products that were cruelty-free. However, not all of the items were vegan. And then I also found out which products were not cruelty-free. I ended up with a list, and then I knew which products I would want to keep long term or buy again, and then I knew which products I wanted to replace. Now, you do not have to make a switch like that overnight. It makes absolutely no sense. You already bought the stuff, you paid for it, it's already at home, so use it up. That's my recommendation. Or if there is something you really don't feel comfortable using, you can give it to someone. But don't throw away your stuff because it would be such a waste. And replace it step by step. Otherwise, you're gonna drive yourself crazy, and it would be also super expensive at once. I personally made the switch a little bit faster because I have a German beauty channel, and that's a channel where I show many products. And from the day on, when I have decided to go vegan, I knew I wanted to show only products that I can 100% support. And other than that, I used the other stuff off camera. So my solution was to give many items to my friends. Almost I would say 70% of my makeup went away. And it felt really good because I had so much stuff at home that I didn't use anyway. I used to get so much stuff for free. I do not accept so many things anymore. First of all, it has to be cruelty-free and vegan. And second, I don't need so much stuff. Anyway, so I gave some stuff away. Then I had some stuff that was almost used up. So either I used it up off camera, or I have thrown it away if I knew I won't use it again and it was too ugly to give to someone or too gross. And when it comes to shampoos and body lotion and stuff that will be used up eventually in near future, I basically use the stuff up. I honestly think that if I didn't have any YouTube channels, I would still have a lot of the stuff that I gave away and I would just use it up. But then again, if I didn't have any YouTube channels, I would probably have 10% of the stuff that I had before I gave many of the products away. Anyway, my going vegan definitely changed my behavior as a consumer. Better for my wallet, not so good for the companies maybe. But the chance of me going into a store and buying something spontaneously just because there's a new collection is very small. Before I buy something, I mostly do my research. Of course, there are exceptions because there are companies that you can trust. When they say they are cruelty-free, and they also mark which products are vegan. Or for example, the brand Gosh, they have a list for each year of their vegan products, so it makes it very easy. But some of that stuff is not so transparent, so I have to look it up on video blogs or vegan blogs, or I have to write to the company. And that takes time, and the first impulse when I wanted something kind of goes away with that, and sometimes I end up not buying the things at all, even though I find out they are vegan, because I had enough time to think if I really want them or not. And I feel like this is really healthy for me because I don't end up with boxes full of crap that I don't use, so I really like that. So let's say you are just about to buy some new stuff. You will find companies out there that are cruelty-free and all of their stuff is vegan, which is always the easiest choice. You will also find companies that are cruelty-free, but not all of their stuff is vegan. However, they have a list somewhere, or they mark it very clearly on the products which are vegan, which is also very convenient. Some companies are cruelty-free and they do have many vegan products, but they don't have any specific list. In that case, you might want to Google that, because sometimes video bloggers or bloggers already contacted the company and the information is somewhere out there, or you can contact the company directly. Some companies will get back to you, some won't. And then there is another case, cruelty-free company with vegan products that belongs to a parent company who is not cruelty-free. This is where you have to pick your battles. You have to make a choice for yourself if you still want to support a company who, despite being cruelty-free and having vegan products, belongs to a parent company who is not cruelty-free. I personally see it as a supermarket, because when I go to a supermarket, it is still a store that exploits animals. They have meat and dairy departments, but I do vote with my purchase. With every euro I pay, I vote only for vegan and cruelty-free products, and this is how I feel about companies like that. We are not living in a perfect world, and it might be also that many of the companies who joined parent companies who are not cruelty-free didn't do it just for fun. I believe that some of the companies wouldn't have survived on their own, and they didn't have much of a choice, and that's why I feel really strong about still supporting them, because that way, again, I'm signaling to the parent company, just like I'm signaling to the supermarket, that I'm interested only in cruelty-free and vegan products. And that's basically the background of what you will find out there. I have written down a few brands that I'm personally using. I live in Austria. Many of the brands are available also in other countries of the European Union. I know that one of the brands is also available in Australia. So most of the items that I'm using on daily basis are things from our drugstores. There are two main drugstores in Austria. One is called Drogeriemarkt, short DM, and then they also have a store here called Bipa. Both have some house brands, inexpensive, cruelty-free, and most of the products are vegan. That makes it very easy for me because they also started writing it on the packaging recently, so I don't have to look it up always before I go to the store. Some of the brands are Balea. This is from the store called DM. Inexpensive, but they have some really great products I really love. And for example, I like their shampoos or conditioners. Then there is the brand Alverde, and the other brand is called Lavera. Both of them are organic cosmetics. I will list everything down below. That's gonna make it easier. I use their moisturizers, body lotions, deodorants, and stuff like that. I use deodorants also from Balea. Then there's the brand Urtacram. There is a spray that I use for my hair when I want to give my hair a little bit of texture, but it's not like a salt spray. It is basically kind of like a leave-in conditioner you can spray on dry hair. Then I use a lot of stuff from Lush. Lush is also wonderful because they list which products are vegan. I also sometimes use some products from Paul Mitchell. So right now I have a shampoo in order to wash out the pastel hair dye because I grew tired of it. For bleaching my hair, I'm using Directions. Directions has a great bleach and it really gets my hair super light and I really love it, so that's a great alternative. So if you would want to have a video about where I show you the products that I'm using currently on daily basis, let me know in the comments. Now let's have a look at a few makeup brands I'm using that are cruelty-free and that have vegan products. So the first on my list is BH Cosmetics. I think most of my stuff when it comes to eyeshadows is from BH Cosmetics. They are inexpensive and they mark very clearly on their webpage which products are vegan, and very often when some celebrities are cooperating with them, mostly the products that they create together end up being vegan as well, which I find wonderful. And especially if you're on a budget, that's definitely a brand I would go for because they do not cost much, the products, but I really like the quality. I love their matte eyeshadows and I have a few palettes and I really like them. Then I have here Lily Lolo. Lily Lolo is a bit pricier, but as far as I know, they are 100% vegan. I have their foundation, which I started using recently. This is the foundation I have on today. It's a mineral foundation and I love it. So I will definitely try also other products. J. Holme tried their mascara recently. I will link her video down below. That might be also interesting for you. I have here also Little Rabbit Cosmetics. I have introduced some of the products from Little Rabbit Cosmetics in one of my videos, so I will link the video down below because I'm talking a little bit more about the brand, so I don't have to say it here, otherwise the video is going to be like 3 hours long. Then I have here two brands from our drugstore, Drogeriemarkt, which I already talked about. So there is the brand Essence. That's a brand I actually know it's also available in Australia because I follow Vegan Susanna on Instagram. I will link her account down below. And she presented some of the products on her account. Then I use also the brand Catrice. Both brands are inexpensive and they have some great stuff. I have here also the brand Gosh. That's a brand from Denmark, and they usually have a list on their webpage where you can look up which items are vegan. And then I have here a brand, Urban Decay. I had some items from them, but that's the case where Urban Decay belongs to a parent company who is not cruelty-free. I would definitely buy from them again. However, Urban Decay is one of the pricier brands when you compare it with the drugstore cosmetics or like BH Cosmetics. And I tend to be sometimes really cheap when it comes to stuff like that. Two of the drugstore brands that I already mentioned, Alverde and Lavera, also produce makeup, and many of the items are also vegan. So there are so many possibilities. Even if you're on a budget, you will find a lot of stuff. And these were just a few examples, so I didn't name all of the brands that there are because I wanted to mention only brands that I'm currently using. If you are interested in a video in which I would show you my current makeup collection and also my other products like my body lotion that I'm using on daily basis and deodorant, shampoo, soap and stuff like that, let me know in the comments. I would be very happy to film such videos for you. And that's it. I think I'm gonna leave it at that, otherwise the video would be endless. I hope that you liked today's video. I hope that this video has been in any way helpful. If that was the case, don't forget to give the video a thumb up because that really helps my channel. I would be also very happy if you would subscribe to my channel. I will list a link for the playlist for this series down below in the comments in case you missed the other episodes. And other than that, you will find a lot of stuff in the description box, all of my Instagram accounts, any discount codes that I have currently for you guys. The music that's playing at the end will be also listed down below. I have a few affiliate links, and then I will list also all the brands that I talked about today because then it's probably way easier for you to find information about them online when you see the name written. And yeah, that's it for today. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much and I'm looking forward to seeing you with my next video. Bye!